Yo, what's going on? It's Greg Santos and welcome to the Outlier Circle. If this is your first time joining me here today, I help isolated outliers who lack a powerful network filled with mentors who have 7, 8, 9-figure businesses and ambitious peers who are creating something and really doing something amazing. And I help you build a world-class network filled with these people so that way you can really take your life to the next level. You can have just as many opportunities as the world can provide and you live to your full potential. If that sounds like you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell. I'm gonna be throwing some super hot fire your way on this channel on how do you connect with successful mentors, build relationships with those people and these really ambitious peers. You're only one relationship away from your life changing forever. You know, coming from a household that had domestic violence, coming from, my dad going to prison 4 times, his mom didn't graduate from high school to build something that I've been able to build. Man, am I grateful, and I want to help you out as well. Now, let's talk about how do you go to an event and leave and make meaningful connections? Doesn't that sound awesome? Wouldn't it be awesome to go down to an event and you want to make connections, but you're like, I don't really know how to do this, and you have a clear sense of how can you build relationships, how can you have good impressions, and how can you bring these people into your circle and you can really do something awesome long term? Like, wouldn't it be awesome to go do that? Well, here's a little mindset shift for you. When you go to these events, what happens? You go up to somebody and why do you go to these events? Well, you go so you can take your life to the next level, right? You want help, you're looking for answers, you're looking for people, you're looking for content, you're looking for ideas, and everybody else is looking for that same thing too. But what happens when you go into an interaction with somebody? You immediately think, okay, like, what does this person do? Who are they? And how can they help me out? Right? You might not think that consciously, but subconsciously, you're asking questions and you're feeling it out. Like, do I want to what can I get from this person? Can I see how they can add value to me? You may not even be aware of that, but that's what a lot of people go in thinking, right? And they're thinking the same exact thing. When they go and they meet you, they're like, all right, can this person help me out? Like who's this person about? So when somebody asks you, what do? I personally, for a long time, I hated that question because it's like, okay, like this is what I do, and then it's like, oh, that's really cool, and then it's like very, very shallow, right? And the truth is, like, no one cares. Like you're the 5th real estate agent they've met. You're like the 10th lawyer or whatever it is that you do. You probably don't stand out because everybody else is giving answers that they hadn't thought about prior, or they just think, I do this, and they just like, oh, it's cool, and you don't stand out from the pack. Now, how can you stand out? What can you do to leave an impression to where someone's like, oh, wow? So realizing that the truth is when you meet somebody, likely they're seeing, okay, like, because it's a conversation of like, where's the value? Where's the value exchange, right? Now, what you can do to stand out from the rest is you basically tell them how you can help them out. You don't ask questions, see how they can help you. Of course, you want to figure out that as well. But when you speak and when you talk about exactly what you can do and how you can help, then and you can express that value just like that, they're like, oh, I know exactly what you can, I know exactly what you do, I know exactly how you can help me out, and that you start off on a better foot and you're more likely to make connections. Does that make sense? So let's say you're a realtor, for example, and someone says, like, what do you do? Instead of saying, oh, I'm a realtor and I live in, X city and blah, 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 blah. I've been a realtor for this amount of years. Okay, whatever. Instead of saying that, like someone's like, oh, what do you do? Well, I sell houses faster than Zillow can list it. Now they're like, oh, this person's a real estate agent and they're good at what they do, and like they can sell houses like just like that. Boom, easy, quick, and makes it happen, right? So someone asked me, like, what is it that you do? Oh, I help people who don't have a network connect and have mentors with 7-figure business owners. Oh, wow, I don't have a mentor that has a 7-figure business. This person can help me out. And now they're gonna want to, have more of a deeper conversation. It's gonna be a completely different conversation because now they're gonna think, how do I give value to you so that you would want to have me in your life? Does that make sense? So when you can stop being so damn boring when you meet people and you can really express how you can give value to somebody, that is going to be the biggest difference, because 99% of people don't put time and energy and thought into what's their approach? How do you make a connection with somebody? All it is like, oh, I do this. Oh, here's my business card. And then you have all these business cards in your wallet like I did for months and I did nothing with, right? Most people that you meet at a business conference, you're not gonna really go deep with. But when you start off with the interaction just like that, and you have room to go into deeper conversation because they know exactly how you can help them out. And of course, you're not gonna be able to help out everybody, and some people are not gonna want exactly what you offer, but for some people, it's gonna resonate and you can really do something amazing. And then what you do, and I got this from one of my other mentors, he's a founder and CEO of 2000books.com, built a successful online business revolving around selling book summaries to entrepreneurs. Amazing, 7-figure business. Can you believe that? Isn't that freaking incredible? And what he does is when we go to a networking event is, he doesn't try to go after a bunch of different people. I remember I asked him, I said, what are you looking to get from this event? Because this is a guy who's read over 1,000 books, right? And we're about to get some coffee at this cafe before we head over to this Brendon Burchard event. And so what are you looking to get from this event? And he goes, well, I'm looking to make about maybe 1 to 2 connections from this event. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, see, the thing is like there's different phases of learning. And I was like, well, that's the first time I ever had that concept. He's like, yeah, like eventually you get to this point where you know a lot of the stuff. They're not teaching anything new. Like it's all these regurgitated things you heard from previous events and previous books. And okay, it's a good refresher, but where the value is the people. So, and he stuck true to that. Like we would go to lunch, and typically before I would go to events, and I would go to lunch with, my brother-in-law or whoever else like that I went with, and that was about it. And very, very rarely would we have lunch with some other people. And with this mentor, Manny, we would go out and we would go to lunch, and he'd bring like 3 or 4 people to lunch with us. Or dinner. We'd have another person at the table that wasn't with us, that we didn't know at the beginning of the day. And at the event, he would go separate himself from the group and meet his own people, and he would invite them out to lunch if he found them interesting. And I thought that was very powerful. So show them how you can help them out, state your value so they know, oh, okay, this is not just another person. This is exactly how they can help me out. And you're gonna have better conversations, and the people that you like and enjoy with, you get their contact information and you go to lunch with them, go to dinner. There's amazing connections that happen over food. And it's hard to really go deep with people at the actual conference itself. And on top of that, once they go back home, it's gonna be hard because now they have to implement and they have their family, and then there's gonna be so much chaos. So if you can start off on a great foot, you can spend so much time together and go deep, and you can form that connection while they're excited from the event, and you can really, bond over some food. The chances of you having a long-lasting relationship with this person goes up significantly than going in, how can this person help me out? And trying to figure out how this person can help you out. Why don't you know what your value is, communicate that, and then have people come into you, be more interested in you, and then you select from those people who you want to go deeper with, and you go get some food together. Wow, isn't that some fire? Boom, baby. There's some more coming your way if you hit that subscribe button, and you also hit that bell notification, because man, oh man, there's so many different nuances that I can go in and help you out with, specifically when it comes to connecting with 7, 8, 9-figure mentors, and also peers that you can form connections and relationships with, and you can really grow together and take your guys' lives to the next level and live a life beyond your wildest imagination. And you're one relationship away from your life changing forever. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, make it a great day.